Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Chatty Chonga. So today is, I'm a little angry. Today I'm going to talk about anxiety, but I just wanted to start it off. I'm a little anxious already because this is the first time I'm doing the podcast without my partner in crime / bestie. We were living together and now he moved out. He's off to bigger and better things in Paris, and I'm so excited for him. And I just wanted to talk about mental health stuff and anxiety, and I know there's so many podcasts about it, and I'm also not a professional or anything. I'm just talking from my experience, and I hope that even if it's one person could, take something away from what I'm going to talk about today. But I also want to make it super light. Well, not super lighthearted, but I don't want to make it serious. I hate the, let me gather my thoughts. Give me one second. I just hate the seriousness behind it. Yes, mental health is serious. We all know, but I don't like the dark light on it. I just don't want it to be dark, dark and gloomy. I want to have these open-ended conversations and be able to giggle about it. That's just my way of coping, but I want to just chat about it. Chatty Chonga. I just want to chat about it. I don't want to make anyone upset. I don't want to make myself upset. I'm super emotional, and yeah, so why I wanted to talk about this today is because, during, the holidays, I don't know if anyone else struggles with this, but the holidays is really, really hard for me, and, it's just hard, putting on a smile for everyone, showing up, on days that you don't want to show up on, I'm in a situation where I'm not seeing my family this year, and I feel so conflicted about it because on one end, there's that guilt of oh, I'm not with my family, I can't see my friends, my family, and don't get me wrong, it does suck, but I'm trying to see the positive end as to, I'm not even into the holidays. Call me the Grinch because I am not into the holidays. And I used to feel bad about it. I think because everyone around me is so, holidays. And don't get me wrong, I love gifts. I love gifting. I love showing up for, showing up. I love being able, it's a little bit performative, but I do love showing up for my family, but it's just, I remember there definitely being times where I want to be to myself and do my own thing. And, ever since a kid, I'm more of an introvert, as rambly and social as I come across. I mean, people have told me that I come across. I'm actually very to myself. And I remember just dreading, having to go see, certain families because they were too intense. And I don't miss that. I just don't miss that. I feel there are certain circumstances in my life where the holidays have been a weird time for me. And my heart goes out to everybody that struggles with, your anxiety and social, with whether it's social anxiety, whether it's you're just really depressed that day, or everyone has something going on. And I know it must be really hard to show up, and put a smile on your face for your family when you're really going through it. So my heart goes out to everyone. And this is so weird. So it's so weird talking to one-on-one, because I'm so used to having my bestie to play off of and get some insight. So if you guys don't like me just one-on-one, because I do ramble on a lot, and maybe I do work better with another person. And there's plenty of guests and people that I want to bring onto this podcast. So if y'all would rather just hear like two people, my feelings wouldn't get hurt. But for now, I just figured, why not? Like, I'm just gonna do a one-on-one thing. And yeah, I just, going back to anxiety, I struggle a lot with that. I struggle a lot with that and, other things. But yeah, like the past couple of months, I've been really struggling with it and having panic attacks. And, panic attacks are no joke. And I've probably panic attacks are no joke. And I'm just trying to see what triggers them. Like, I'm very, like, I can, like, take myself out of it, like, the majority of the time, but, like, there's sometimes where, like, my body just, like, shuts, like, no, let me stop. My brain shuts down and my body's, like, literally on 100, and then because my body gets to, like, literally 1,000%, my brain starts, like, freaking out, and so then I have, like, both things freaking out, and then that's, like, my anxiety. So, like, from personal, like, experience, I guess, like, anxiety affects everyone differently, but when I have a panic attack, like, my heart is, like, racing at 1,000 miles per hour, and my breathing is weird, and then I get really, really anxious. I'm just, like, I feel like I'm dying, and, like, tunnel vision, like, you feel like you're gonna pass out, but then you're like, you're not, you're just super anxious, like, relax. And I'm at a point in my life where I can, like, kind of catch it and just be like, hey, it's just a panic attack, calm down. But yeah, there was definitely a lot of moments where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna die today. Like, that's how it feels, And it sucks. It sucks. I'm 25 and I experienced my first real panic attack at 20, and just, like, ever since then I've been trying to figure out, like, how to manage it, because once you lose control, it's kind of hard to pick yourself back up. And then, after the panic attack, you're, like, drained from it, and you're just like, damn, like, I just wasted a whole day or night or whatever. But yeah, whatever you have to do for yourself to get through these, like, huge times, huge times, these scary times, no one else is going to do, I'm about to drop a bunch of cliche shit, but, like, no one knows you more than you know yourself. Am I wording that right? Ooh, sorry, my brain's scrambled. But, like, you need to have a good relationship with yourself, and you have to do whatever you need to do for that. Like, there should be no obstacles. So whether it's your environment, whether it's the friends you hang around, toxic family, there are certain excuse me, there are certain circumstances that, yeah, like, if you're living with your like, if you have to live with your family, like, then you have, like, there's certain circumstances that you can make easier, but, like, are still going to be a problem. So you just have to manage it until you can move out or whatever. But in terms of things you can change, like, the people you hang out with, the way you talk to yourself, the way, if you struggle with substances, like, what to avoid, like, don't go out, hang out with just your friends, or just stay home, or, find hobbies to distract you from, the anxiety, things that make you anxious, or things that are making you, steer you in the wrong path. Like, I just want to really focus on why it's so important to be on your own path and be don't let anyone get in the way of that. Like, I sound very like life coachy, but I think I'm 25 now, and you know, all my life I've struggled with a lot of guilt, you know, of not doing enough for other people. And I struggled with wanting to change certain aspects of myself to make other people comfortable, or just change myself to be like more liked or whatever. And I think once I got away from that, like around my early 20s, I started enjoying life a lot more and becoming so much more self-aware, and seeing what really works for me and what doesn't work for me has made me so comfortable with myself. And it took a lot of time and it takes not only time, but a lot of like courage too. Because when you become self-aware, and I'm not saying I'm the most self-aware person out there. I'm not saying that at all, but I'm saying I'm a lot more self-aware. And I would say I'm pretty self-aware. You have to see like the bad things of you. Like, you have to get through really shitty times. And I'm going to be really honest with you. Like, you have to confront what it really is the root of the problem. And I'm not going to push therapy like down anyone's throat. It works for certain people. It doesn't. Like, this is just from my perspective. Like, so I've been in therapy for like 2 years, and girls, like, it really changes your life. I'm just gonna say there, and it's not even just like the therapy, like just talking to people, like just having one person. And I think in other episodes, me and my friend, we like constantly talk about that, like having like a bestie, like having a friend, like, because it really just makes life way more like easier and more fun, and you can go through shit and still laugh. Like, one of my closest friends, like, we just like, I'll be literally sobbing and they'll still find a way to make me laugh. Like, it's so important to talk to people about, or just finding one person, whether it's like a stranger, family, a coworker, anything. Like, it's so important to have someone to just listen to you, you know? And throughout my 20s, I've learned to express myself. And through therapy, I've learned that holding on to things will only set me back, you know? And I used to be so bad about that. I used to be so stuck in the past, and it definitely affected, you know, my current situation or my future. And I'm so happy that I've finally moved on from that. And if it wasn't for therapy, I don't think I would have done that, honestly. And, you know, when it comes to mental health, like I said, you have to do what works for you. No one else is going to do that for you. And that's a lesson that I learned the hard way, because oftentimes, you know, you think someone else is going to like save you, and I'm not talking for everyone, like, at least for me, my immature, like, teenage, like, I used to blame the world for my problems, right? It was like me against the world, yada yada. I had such a bad attitude, but I was hanging out with the worst people ever. And like I said, I don't regret any of this. I'm just like reflecting. But, you know, I was I was not taking accountability at all. And that's what you have to do in order to like better yourself, is be like, hey, this is shitty, or like, I feel like this, it doesn't make me feel good, and this is what I have to do to move on. Whether that's move away, make a new friend, break up with a relationship, whatever the case may be, you need to focus on yourself. And it's such an easy concept, but so much goes into it, because you might have to make uncomfortable decisions. You might have to do things that you don't want to do. Like, you might have to, like, move away and leave all your friends. You might have to leave your job. You might have to, pick up new hobbies. Like, it's just, you need to put in the work, and this is me, like, sounding like my life coach shit. No, but yeah, I try to really apply this to my life, and I'm not perfect, and I still, like I said, I still make mistakes, but I'm just comparing from when I started my, I guess, mental health healing journey to now. There has definitely been a lot of growth, and my only, like I said, like, if someone could take something, like, just, yeah, really, really, really focus on yourself, and make sure you're good. Like, check in with yourself, like, talk to yourself nicer. Like, I hear, I used to not talk to myself good, and I also hear other people not talk to themselves good, and you need to be more considerate to yourself. Be a nice guy to yourself. Be the nice guy. You don't want to be mean. You want to be nice. You want to be like, hey, you're gonna have a good day. This may fucking suck, but you're alive, you're well, and that's it. And you go on by your day, and then you're just like, damn, I'm still alive. Maybe this parts of life are shitty, but hey, I actually enjoyed my morning, or I enjoyed my company with my friend. I had a good day at work. Whatever the case may be, try to be mindful and find, like, little things just to, like, don't just focus on the negative. Focusing on the negative, not gonna get you anywhere. Sorry, I've been there. I do it sometimes. Does it get me anywhere? No, I'm aware. And, for me, not only have I been struggling with anxiety, but I do struggle with depression. Let's talk about it. Ooh. And maybe, as I go on with the podcast, like, I'll deep dive. Like I said, I really am trying this whole thing out in terms of not only being open, like, on the podcast, but talking one-on-one. So the whole thing, like, it's just a whole new thing. So I just want to ease into it, but I do struggle with depression. And girl, the winter, worst time for depression. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, sometimes I'm just like, I don't want to leave my bed. Like, what? But I know I know I have to, but, like, sometimes I'm like, girl, like, I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to eat. I don't want to, and luckily, as I've gotten older, I don't struggle with depression as bad. Like, I used to really struggle with it, but I'll have, like, little low moments, but they'll last, like, a day, two, and then I'm like, okay, I need to shake this off. But, oh, girl, they used to last weeks, and I'm like, no, thank you. But, yeah, like, pulling yourself out of that darkness, like, it's a real thing. And you need to do whatever it takes to get to a good point with yourself. And what I recommend is, like I said, talking to somebody, so fucking important. Like, I used to isolate myself, and it was just so not good for me. So having a support system, talking to yourself nicer, very important. Let's be besties with ourselves, okay? Very important. I also recommend writing. Like, writing has helped me so much. I've been writing since I was, like, 17, 18. And, to look back at certain moments, I'm like, damn, that was dark. But I'm strong. I got through that, And I even write down, like, I'm, like, kind of weird with my writing. Like, first of all, my handwriting's so bad, but I write, like, really fast in my thing, and then I'll add notes to it. So say I'm like writing something, I'm like, this is how I'm feeling, yada yada, I'm going through it, and then I'll go back to it maybe and write notes. It's like, oh, you got through this and this is how you did it. And then you have like almost like a game plan for if you're gonna feel like this, you first of all, you know that you got through it, and these are the steps to, help you through it. So yeah, writing is so fucking important. Meditation or like exercise or both, very important as well. I'm not a gym person. First of all, as an introvert, hate the gym. If there's a private gym, love that. Like if I see 2-3 people, okay. If I'm seeing 50 to 100 people at the gym, I do not want to fucking be there. I'm sorry. I'd rather work out at home. Like, why the fuck am I gonna pull up? First of all, my anxious ass pulls up 50 to 100 people when I just want to work out in peace. No fucking thank you. And I'm just gonna go on a little side tangent. The people who go to the gym as like a social setting, like to meet people or like, I don't know, like be weird. I'm sorry. Like, I mean, nothing against you, but like not for me. Like if I go to the gym, I want nobody to look at me or talk to me. Like I'll literally like, no thank you. No thank me and my friend on this podcast was talking about that. Like there's no fucking way. Also, side note, I'm a little sicky. I don't know why. It's winter time, but I've been like sick for a week. I just have this cold, so sorry if I'm sniffly on the podcast and a little coffee. But back to, exercise. I'm a runner. I'm a track star now, but I do run a lot, and it's definitely helped me control my breathing and focus on my breathing. And I would love to learn how to sit there and meditate, but I have literally ADHD brain, as you could tell already by me rambling and ranting. I just cannot sit still and meditate, so I have to be running. And if anyone, like, sorry. Like, my brain is, like, literally running in. But if I could recommend something, running or hiking, walking, yoga, meditation, so fucking good for you. So good for you. Another thing, that has helped me. There's like 2 other things. Said the people, like music. Oh, you could do music or like certain, but I that wasn't my thing. Fuck. Ooh. Anyways, blanking. Ooh, embarrassing. See, this is why I need my girl. Like, I need my girl to be like, and the next day, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if everyone else is like this, but I'm so good at like, or not so good, but for the most part, I'm better at like bouncing off somebody else. One-on-one is so weird because it's like, I'm not talking to anyone, so it's hard to like, I love the feedback. I love like the back and forth, like the chat, like the little like me and my besties. Let me tell you, I'm obsessed with them. Like, I'm literally, like, the inside jokes that we have literally keep me alive. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, I giggle all the time with my friends. Like, and this is just me on a little rant about them. Like, I love them so much. Like, if you do not have a bestie, get on that right now. No, like, get on that. I'm sorry. You need a bestie. You need a bestie. Besties are so important to have. And, yeah, they make my life better. I was like, and it's so funny because, so I was friends with someone for the past, like, I'm going to say, like, 3 years. And I met another really close friend. I mean, no, my best friend. Oh, my God, sorry. I met I made a really good friend out of this failed friendship. And because of that same person, I also met these 2 girls. And now we like combine like all the people. Sorry, we combine like, so it's like me with a guy and two girls, and our friendship is just so fucking good. Like between the four of us, we're like a little group, and I'm just very thankful for the friends that I have. And you know, the friend that was with me on this podcast that is going to be making videos from Paris, or you know, whatever the podcast goes. Very thankful for him. He's one of my favorite girlies, one of my besties. And you know, like I said, I have a good group of people, and it's just so important to have a good support system. You know, sometimes we can't do it alone. Sometimes we need some friends. No. But yeah, I wanted to stop in and put up I know it's like the holidays and everything, but I really wanted to touch on this topic, and I hope it's not too serious or like boring. Like, I don't want to hear about it. I just wanted to talk about it because it was on my head, or in my head, and I was just like, how am I going to talk about this without it sounding like dark or, yeah, I don't know. I want this podcast to be a good time. Like, I don't want it to be, trust me, I deal with so many emotions. I don't need this podcast to be emotional, but yeah, happy holidays to everybody. I will be not partaking in any holidays. I'm in a different country. Like, I'm not gonna be with my friends or family. I was a little sad. I'm not gonna lie. And then, like I said, I was talking to my friend, and they instantly pulled me out of that mood. They were just like, hey, like, you need to appreciate where you are right now. Like, did you actually want to be home? And I was like, yes and no. But they made a good point. It was just all about remembering to be mindful. And anyways, Christmas, I don't know about everyone else, but Christmas does not feel like Christmas this year. Like, what the fuck? What is that about? And I think even, was it like Halloween or Thanksgiving? I don't know. The holidays, I don't know if it's because of COVID. I don't know what the problem is, but I just feel like the holidays haven't been feeling like the holidays. Or maybe that's just me. I don't know. I could be wrong. But yeah, I'm hoping that, oh, and New Year's is coming up. Damn. 2023. 2023 is going to be the year of growth. Like, we all see those posts, like, 2023, we're going to prosper. No, but really, like, I hope 2023 is just, you know, mental health. Prioritize it. That's the only thing. That's the only thing I can say about 2023. We're going to prioritize our mental health. We're going to get rid of any negativity. We're going to work hard, work towards our goals, and we're just going to move forward. That was so corny. Anyway, I wanted to say thank you to everybody for tuning into this podcast. It's such a little community right now. It's like less than 20 subscribers, and, you know, I'm so appreciative of this, like, little group, and, you know, the views and, like, people watching it. It's, like, so, like, funny and so cool, and I know it's, like, nobody else would, everyone would be like, that's such a little number, and I'm just like, no, like, you don't get it. This is so cool. I remember, like, I got a DM from two people, actually. It was one just saying, like, they were at work and they were just, you know, so appreciative. They were like, I needed a LGBTQ, like, podcast, and I listened to it at work. And then someone else reached out and, like, quoted something my friend said, and I'm just so appreciative of it, because I'm a sappy guy. Just know that if you want to make me cry, out of happiness, of course, you send me anything or just any amount of support, I'm a baby. Like, I'm a big baby. So yeah, I'm so excited to see where this goes. And yeah, like I said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I am so sorry if this was too rambly or the the podcast was all over the place. I'm so new to this, and I'm trying to do it on my own, and maybe, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but like I said, if y'all just prefer, me and my friend, or, someone else, or I don't, I'm here. The girls are here. But yeah, thank you so, so much for listening, and I hope everyone has an amazing Christmas, any holiday, Hanukkah, New Year's. Wait, yeah, that's it. Okay, bye.